What's good, YouTube family? This is your boy ADub's Picks, and today I'm coming at you guys with another video. This is our Monday video for the week, and we're starting a new series in this one, man. I wanted to go ahead and introduce some of the team and start something to where we can introduce the cappers and talk a little bit about betting styles and how we started betting and things of that nature. We got a great team. So just want to introduce us one by one. Today we're going to introduce myself. I'm going to go through, I had some questions prepared for anybody else that wanted to hop on, but I can't seem to get any of the other guys to hop on. Burr has some technical difficulties. Tavion's busy tonight. Trent's doing who knows what. He doesn't want to get on. J. Crawl won $1 million. He's too cool to hit me back up. So I'm gonna just start it off with myself, man. I feel like it's a cool series, and not only will you guys get to see me on here, but hopefully I can, down the road I can get the other guys on here. So we'll hop right into it. Another cool thing I wanted to start off on the Monday episodes is gonna be Monday motivation. Thinking about the Monday motivational post, man, I just thought it'd be a cool way to start off the week. If anyone's tuned in, needs some motivation, and it's not always going to tie into betting. Today it will, but just give you guys a quick quote, quick story, quick something to start off our week, right? First video of the week. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Monday motivation, man. I want to go ahead and tell you guys about a story, about myself, and how a time I needed some motivation and what I did to get it. Let me go ahead and share my screen here for you guys so you all can see. Sweet. So on the screen now, you guys can probably see this slip here. It's a 4-leg parlay. You can probably tell by the looks of it. It's a little old, but 250 for 878, which cool. It looks like a just a basic parlay. But the reason I wanted to bring this up as Monday motivation is because this is my slip from a little over 3 years ago. I was scrolling through my camera roll trying to find my own motivation, see what I used to do and how to get back to some of those points. And I found this slip, man, and this one is hits home for me because this $250 here that you see on this parlay was the last $250 I had to my name. Swear to God. And it's I put it on a parlay, which is dumb. It was dumb. I was in a rough spot, man. I was with my mom all day on this day until I had to go to work, and then come back to school. This is all I had to my name, bro. And I remember I went out with my mom, and my mom had some stuff going on too at the time. She was stressed about money, and I felt like such a bum, bro. I couldn't help. There was nothing that I could do to help. And at this point, I'm 20 years old, and I know I got nothing, bro. And my mom went into the grocery store. And I was supposed to go in there with her, but I just sat in the car, bro, and I lost it. And being straight up with y'all, I started crying, bawling my eyes out, and I felt like such a bum. And it's like, bro, I can't keep living like this. And I felt the switch. It flipped like right then and right there. And I kid you not, I had $251.04 in my bank account, and I deposited this $250 in the FanDuel, and I just knew I had to win. I knew it. I could feel it. And that's what I did, man. I cooked up this parlay, and it was a fun one to sweat too. If you see it, we got 2 games. One of the baseball games went to extra innings. One of them the basketball game went to OT. And I just remember sweating this parlay. Nobody knew I had it. I came back to school. I was with 2 of my boys, Braden and Mike, and I was freaking out. And it got to a point I was freaking out so bad, they looked at me and they were like, yo, hey, what's going on, bro? You good? Like, let's go out and get some food. And I was like, they didn't know. Like, I had nothing. I didn't have nothing to my name. I couldn't get no food, nothing. But I was freaking out so bad I had to get up, or I had to go out and do something. So we went to the Waffle House, and I didn't get any food. They were ordering food. We always got it to go when we went to Waffle House, but I didn't order anything, and Mike started to pick up on it, and Mike was like, bro, I got you. So Mike got my food. Shout out to Mike for that one. And in the Waffle House, bro, I'm like, my heart's beating, bro. I knew, like, this was do or die. This is all I had to my name. And Jonah Heim hit, if you see it right here, Jonah Heim, he hit a three-run home run to win it in the bottom of the 10th. And then it was on the Lakers. No one knew I had this parlay, and I'm freaking out, man. we get in the car, and they're like, bro, you got to tell us what's going on. So I tell them. I was down to the last leg. I didn't want to jinx it, but I had to tell them. I had to get it off my chest. So I told Mike and Braden what I had going on. And they were like, bro, what are you talking about your last dollar? I was like, bro, I put everything I had, savings, everything I got to my name on a parlay right now. And it's down to the Lakers, who were down at one point. They were losing. And it went into OT, bro. Julius Randle was spazzing. I was freaking out. We get back. I wish I had to. There's a video that Braden has out there. And Braden has me reacting to the Lakers winning it, which is awesome. So I wish I had that video. I should have grabbed that before I recorded. But all in all, man, I just wanted to give y'all some motivation, bro. And not parlay motivation, not saying go put everything you got on a parlay. That's dumb. This worked out in my favor. There's no guarantee it's going to work out in yours. I'm not by any means promoting putting your last dollars on it. But I think back to 3 years ago where I was at. And this is all I had, bro. I had $1.04 left in my account. And this is all I had. I felt the switch flip, and I kind of never looked back from this point. It's only, what is it, $878. It wasn't life-changing. At the time, it felt life-changing. But I don't know, man. Just wanted to start it off with Monday motivation. That's what we're going to start every Monday video off with. And I just came across this slip yesterday. I figured it was a good time to bring it up and tell you guys the story behind it. So, never, if you're in a tough spot, man, don't get down on yourself. Just keep working, keep grinding, and you'll get to a point to where it all, like, you can look back on stuff like this and be like, man, let's go. Like, I felt it right then and right there. So all in all, just keep going, man. Whatever you're going through, that's really my Monday motivation for today. I just want to tell you guys a story about it and highlight that slip. So let's get back here. So the questions I have it was prepared really for Bird, but I can use a majority of them for myself. So I'm just going to kind of read off a question, and it would have flowed better if it was a conversation. But yeah, just give you guys a little bit of insight on me, what I like to do, answer some fun questions, and highlight the capper. So I'll start us off with the new series by myself, Dolo, and we'll go from there. So how did I first get into sports betting? I first got into sports betting. The first thing I did in sports betting was the Super Bowl. It was Tom Brady versus Bucks versus Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And they had a sign-up promo. Back in the day, when you had sign-up promos for FanDuel, it was cold, hard cash, bro. And I was underage at the time. I made an account under my mom's name, my grandma's name, and my dad's name. All with their permission, of course. But it was $5 for 500. On a sign-up promo, cash. So I made 3 accounts, and I did 2 on the Bucks to win it. I was confident in Brady, didn't want to go against Brady, so I did 2 accounts. I put $5 on the Bucks to win it for 500, and on another account, just so I had a win no matter what, I put 5 on the Chiefs to win it. The Bucks ended up winning it, so I turned $10 into $1,000 cash on a sign-up bonus, bro. I thought I was rich. This was in college too. This was even before the $250 was my last dollar. So that's how I got into sports betting, bro. It was on NFL sign-up promos, and I was just doing a bunch of crazy-ass parlays at that point, but just having fun with it. And then it really turned serious for me. I would say, obviously within the last year, I've taken it a lot more serious. I've tracked all my bets, I keep records of things, I research a lot harder. That's when I would say I started taking it seriously. But even before that, I wasn't taking it as let's turn this 5 into $1 million type deal. I was still taking it serious by myself, just sweating out bets, growing my bankroll, things like that. So I would say within the last 2 years is when I really started taking it serious. And then even inside of that, within the last year, when I started the Discord, I've been all in on taking it serious and consider myself a handicapper of sports betting. Another question I have for Bird, biggest hit ever. I feel like that would be cool. I don't have a screenshot of my biggest hit ever. I have 2. First one was my 100x challenge that I did. We did 50, 100, 200, so on. And I flipped the 2,500 into like 4,800. On paper, that's my biggest win ever. But that was more of a challenge. And I had to put $2,500 on a bet, not something that I do normally. So I would say, technically on paper, that's my biggest hit. But my biggest hit was also back in college, bro. It was me and Justice in the dorm rooms. I was working at FedEx, working like a fucking dog at FedEx. Me and Justice, me and Justin spent a lot of time together cooking up parlays in between classes. During this time we had an 8 a.m. class where it's 8 a.m. We're grinding. It's college basketball season, and this is J. Crawl's main shit, and the whole parlay came from J. Crawl. But it was 20 for 2,800. And that was my biggest hit ever. 20 for 2,800. That was easily it. It was like a 20-leg college basketball parlay that me and Just cooked up. Just did most of the cooking. I just kind of added my little bits and pieces. And then I added my own leg. Me and Justice were split on one game. And I added Washington for plus 10.5. And Just had the opposite side. Well, no, he didn't even bet on that one. My bad. He had a different game that ended up losing, unfortunately. But 20 into 2,800. That was my biggest one ever. We went straight to Waffle House, boy. Oh my God, straight to Waffle House. I felt, and that was a couple weeks after I hit for 1,000 back to back. I did 10 for 1,000, and then I did like 50 for 1,200, and then I had to get off my grandma's account because I was about to hit the tax barrier. It was like 1,200 back in the day of profit, and I almost hit that. So I had to switch off my grandma's account and go to my mom's. I'm still underage at this time. Still in college, like 19, 20 years old. So I switched back to my mom's account, got off my grandma's. And then on DraftKings, I signed up to my mom's name. I hit for 2,800. But it was just that was a great run. Just crazy times. So that would be my biggest hit ever was the 2,800. Another question I have for Bird. Let me go ahead and pull them up. Okay, yeah, what's your go-to celebration when you hit a parlay? I've already mentioned it twice, but when I hit a big parlay, get a good payday, me and whoever's with me, we're going to Waffle House, and I'm getting it all. Like, whatever y'all want. I don't care if I hit, it depends what I hit for a big parlay, but a lot of times, especially with basketball, you're up till after midnight. Probably eating dinner at like 6, 7. Oh, bro, I did not mean to do that. Fuck. But, anyways, you probably eating dinner, earlier in the night. If it's midnight and you just hit for, a big parlay, bro, let's go to Waffle House. Load the car up, whatever y'all want. It's on FanDuel. So that's my go-to celebration when I hit a big parlay. Okay, sweet. Yeah, what's my goal for the rest of this NBA season? The rest of the NBA season, man, is just to stay consistent. If I had to put a numerical value on it, I think I would love to finish the season at 100 units. Last season, I didn't quite get there. I was just shy of it. I think if I could finish at 100 units with my unit size grown quite a lot from last year to this year, I would be happy, man. That would be a great season for me, is if I can finish at 100 units. I didn't start off on pace to get there. It's going to take, we're going to have to get hot, but staying consistent. I trust in my process. I trust my work. I think I can finish this season well over 100 units, especially if I start to get some parlays to fall through the damn hoop. So I would say 100 units is my goal for this NBA season, and I could definitely do that between live bets, my straight bets, parlays, whatever. I think I can do that pretty easily. Which sounds insane to say, I could just walk to 100 units, bro, because those numbers are wild. That's wild numbers. But like I said, I trust in my process. I trust in what I have in the tool bag to get there. I can do it. So that would be my goal for the NBA season. Let me grab one more question here that I have for Bird. Let's see. Okay, do you lean more towards data and analytics or gut and intuition? For me, I'm huge on numbers. That's something that I've always looked at. Even as a young kid, I love math. As I grew older, it sucked, but numbers for me always made a lot of sense, and I feel like I'm huge on data, analytics, matchups, hit rates, head-to-heads. I love the numbers part of it. So I would say I definitely lean more towards data and analytics, but there's got to be some type of gut and intuition outside of the strategies and processes. You got to have some type of gut and intuition in it, and if you're lacking that, I feel like you're missing a big piece of what it would take to be profitable in sports betting. You got to trust your gut. You got to trust your intuition, but at the same time, have a system and go with the data and the analytics. So, yeah, a couple questions there, man. Just kind of started off. Highlight the capper. We'll do ADub's picks first. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you listening to me to, ramble and talk about myself for however long we've been on here. Make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Check out some of my other videos too. I've been putting out some great content. Not very many eyes are getting on it. If you guys want to check out some of my other stuff, man, go ahead. I'll just click the channel, check it out. Appreciate you guys doing that. And yeah, I'll link the Discord and my PropMadness referral code. I'll link both of those down in the description as well. Make sure to check out the Discord. If you're not a part of the community already and you're listening to me talk on YouTube, definitely come check out the Discord. That's where a lot of things go down, and that's where I started. Just kind of get on here and talk to YouTube to give myself something to do. So once again, appreciate you guys checking out the video. I'm out.